Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do prove well, and I would like to say peace, safety, and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and 1/3. And Lord's, will this video be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Baha, Racha, Kodash. All right, and as the title reads, Babylon the Abominable. All right, and Thawadi Abashim Shai, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. You know, I was pretty much in thought before I have to head out in Babylon. But if you didn't know, Babylon is America today. All right, because it is a bowl of abominations, filth, and confusion. Okay, and justice is coming through the form of righteous judgment. All right, justice is coming through the form of righteous judgment. Okay, and a lot of people, sisters, Shabbat Shalom. The new moon started last night, so the Sabbath will end tonight at 7. Well, where I'm at, our East Coast at 7. But pretty much, I was just in thought. The scripture says a man of much travels. Okay, man of much travels and much experience. Actually, it's right here. This is Sirach 34:9. Has traveled, knoweth many things. So in this walk, as the kingdom of heaven is as a long journey, you can start to see, all right, what we're being taught to be true through your travels and through your experiences. Okay, if you're not experiencing certain things, then scriptures aren't going to stand out to you as much as they would someone else that has experienced that, experienced this, experienced abomination, experiencing the confusion, because see, we're being built up, all right, on a very high level, all right, mentally. This is why it says in Deuteronomy, I believe it's 6, the 6th chapter, says, for this is your knowledge and wisdom in the sight of the nations. You see, so now with our eyes being open, we can see that, hey, how they're conducting themselves wrong. Hey, this is an abomination. Hey, that's confusion. But what? We're the poor. So the rich is oppressing the poor, but the poor that is being oppressed is actually the richest out of them all, because we had now obtained wisdom, which is far worth more than any rubies, gold, silver. This is why things of that nature is compared to the wisdom we've been given to show the level of the wisdom we have. All right, Shalom, Ma. It says, Sirach 34:9, man has traveled with things, proving you can't be a hermit. All right, proving the Lord will force you to experience Babylon, all right? Not in the ways of the folly or the flesh, but meaning you're going to experience the in and outs, the dynamics of how this system runs. And you see, wow, it's very confusing, okay? It's very confusing. It's very unrighteous, all right? You notice these things as you maneuver through this place because you've been enlightened, you've been awoken, right? And it says, knoweth many things, and he that has much experience will declare wisdom. And this is why, it makes me think about Apostle Paul, all right, and many other wise men of the Lord, which are our forefathers, all right, many wise Hebrew Israelites, holy men moved by the Holy Spirit to write these things down. They exhorted us while they were in a wicked empire, and we can all, or as they would say, extrapolate. We can pull all that now into one manifold of this place, Babylon, because Babylon, all right, has pulled from every pile a gumbo, all right, of wickedness, and we see it. Okay, we can see we're in the days of Noah, and we can definitely see we're in the days of Lot. So we are seeing Babylon manifest itself on the highest level. So now that I got that out the way, I want to start Revelation. Scriptures came to mind, so I'm just going to what I get in the spirit. I want to make this because I got to Babylon, so in the spirit, I always like to at least get a lesson in before I get Babylon in. You gotta send your prayers up, get yourself, get yourself together. You got to make sure that you are in a position, okay, and you're steps ahead of this place. You always got to maintain order in the midst of confusion, okay? So let's start right here in Revelation 17, and I'm going to probably read about like 4 verses, but you'll see where I'm going in this because I want to pull something out in particular what John saw, what the angel was telling John. So what we're seeing now, this is why Yahushua opened his disciples' understandings, and this is why they became apostles. See, it's all about the buildup, okay? So it says, Revelation 17:1, it says, and there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, and I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Now the waters ultimately represent the people, because we can jump to 15. And I'll do it real quick. Sitteth are people and multitudes and nations and tongues. So see right there alone, it's showing you, all right, that Babylon has a lot of ingredients in it. Okay, meaning it's got, you know, diversity. It's got Ammon, Moab, Ham. Everybody is in here, which makes sense, which proves the children of Israel have to be within Babylon the Great too. Okay, we were in literal Babylonian captivity, like read about in Daniel 7:2, the Babylonian Syria, right? But now we're in the mystery daughter Babylon. See, so if reading that the waters are multitudes of people, then one would have to agree that a part of those multitudes are the children of Israel, and not just the children of Israel, the lost tribes of the children of Israel. See, so you know, that's a good point to make right there. But let's keep going. It says, in whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Right, the kings representing the other nations. Okay, the beast, EU, and these other nations round about, Ham, Ishmael, okay, Moab, all right, Ammon, Elam. You can see all them that have made money here. This is why when you skip forward to Rev 18, it speaks about how they became rich. But what you have to understand is, with this compiling of all these heathens, they're compiling their idolatry, they're compiling in their gods, all right, their confusion, all right, and really it's just demons. See, what people don't realize is, with Babylon giving you the quote-unquote state of freedom, what that has done is created a doorway for Satan to walk right through. Satan and evil angels, demons. This is why people here, you can go on Amazon and buy a pentagram, a Ouija board, some Elamite. You can go on Amazon and buy idols, okay? You can go on Amazon and buy idols, buy witchcraft, just like how you can buy Bibles, quote unquote crosses, you know, these holy things, you know, I mean, you know, brothers know what I mean. But the point is, you can pretty much access Satan at your fingertips here in Babylon, and that's an abomination. Okay, that's an unclean spirit. That's unclean here, and we're witnessing the fruit, okay, of what freedom has been, what freedom has done to the people. This is why righteous judgment needs to be established on earth to bring order back. Okay, I'm thinking about Isaiah 24. All right, this is why order needs to be brought back, because all you have now is an abomination. You can go to the store and literally buy everything that you're told not to do in the scriptures. You know, you can buy sin here. Okay, you can buy fornication here. You can buy abomination here. All right, you can pre-order abominations here. You see, everything has been given at your fingertips, which people consider luxury, but in actuality, it's you know, it's lasciviousness. You know, and it says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast. See, this woman represents Babylon today, okay, i.e. America today. This woman is America, which is Babylon riding upon the beast, because you can never have America without the beast, okay, because you look the beast of seven kingdoms, all right, which ultimately established Esau empire, which you have today, because this is why it came from Britain. You see, Britain is one of the heads, such as Spain, France, Greek, Rome. See? And it says, and just like Greek and just like Rome, they always wanted people to be one. Remember King Antiochus in First Maccabees, he said, let all people become one. They're doing that right now. But that's an abomination. No, there's got to be separations of nations, and then there's got to be an order within that. Okay, because if not, it's a freak off. It's a free for all, and we're witnessing the fruit of free for all. And these people are miserable with the freedom, which it talks about. Miserable are they, but the freedom that these people have got now, it shows you that it's not what's best for humanity. It's not what's best for society. All right, look at okay, look at even relate relationship between a man and a woman, okay? Especially among people, it's the worst thing going, okay? It's the worst thing going. Here it is, you have a nation that was given the laws, and they're the biggest ones that are against the order of laws, where you'll have heathen women being more in the spirit of subject to their husband, okay, or being in order to their father. You see, so these curses in Babylon have done a number on us, to where now the curses have become a culture, and now that's accepted in Babylon. Ghettos, hoods, prison, rap, all those things are abominable. Okay, all those things bring abominable fruit. Okay, even and then they produce ungodly children, which keeps the cycle continuing. And this is what shows you what Babylon creates. Babylon creates nothing but abominable fruit that you should not eat from. All right, and it says, check this out. It says, and I saw a woman sit upon the scarlet covered beast, full of names of blasphemy. See, Babylon is full of names, all types of blasphemy. Quote unquote, like religious lies. Meaning here in Babylon, this is the main place where brothers go at it with quote unquote Christians or Muslims, or atheists, because here in Babylon it's full of abominations, of blasphemy on a spiritual level. Right, when it comes to who you know as God, it's nothing blasphemy. And people look at us, all right, which all they're hearing Yahweh Shai, they're looking at us as light bearers for truth, and they're looking at us as blasphemy. But it's like it's literary scriptures. But he's been given the ability to deceive. Okay, so these people are deceived with blasphemy. They're deceived with abomination. So then, when you bring in clean, when you bring in light, that is looked at as evil. A matter of fact, I believe I said that in John 3. This is the condemnation for light has come into this world. And then I'm also thinking about Isaiah, woe to you that call evil good. All right. So for time's sake, I'll just quote them. Usually I have the computer. I don't have it at the moment. The Wi-Fi it's not here right now. So, we got to do what we got to do. So check this out. This is John 3. And 19, it says, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world. Now that makes me think of Isaiah, what's that, 60? Gross darkness to people. So this is why, if you brothers have ever in your traveled, mainly brothers in your travel, you'll notice how people react to you. That's because that's the light. There's actually been times where me and the brothers had to leave, a situation because the demons were getting riled up on the people with us just being there. We was just trying to work out too. We was just trying to do what we got to do and get out. And notice that there was a lot of contention. It's because the spirits on them getting roused. We removed ourselves. They were good, because you can't be in the midst of darkness. Because you're gonna stand out. You can't be in the midst of a pack of hyenas or Nick. You can't. Because it's not gonna. What communion does light have with darkness? This is what we're witnessing in these last days. This is why you notice more of a quote unquote lonely walk, because in that light bearer, okay, that's what the walk is. All right, being that single light in the midst of the. All right, and it says this, John 3:19, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. This is why when you bring out scriptures that cut in particular lifestyle or in particular lust, they don't like that, because their deeds are evil, so they want to stay in that evil manner. Okay, there's plenty of times. I remember one. I could probably read 20. I remember one time I was at a particular job. This is about like a year or two ago, and this Jake was lusting after this woman, and I don't do too much. I carry myself. I try to carry myself as a man, and conduct myself in that manner. And I said, hey, old girl got a man though, right? And he was like, yeah, man, I hate you right now for telling me that. So he knew that she had a man. And then, just saying, hey, brother, she got a man, though. Like, you better be careful. You jack your ass up. Jealousy is the rage of man. Now, I didn't go that deep, but I kept it on a man's level through the knowledge of the scriptures, which he perceived that, like, yeah, that's true. But guess what? I ended up leaving the job. I was about to leave the job. Guess what? They ended up in adultery. They ended up in adultery, but the Lord got me out of there. So, with them, that's accepted here. Point. That's what's accepted here. This abomination. That's an abominable act. But that's not, that's here is not worthy. That's bragging right. That's vital. Our hip hop material here. But we understand that the norm here is an abominable in the sight of the Lord. The things that are normal here are abominable in the sight of the Lord. The brother Kazak by Yahweh Shalom, brother, he posted some good. I'm gonna grab this one. Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth is out of course. And with the foundation of the earth out of course, all it's doing is creating more abomination. So it needs to be stopped. It actually needs to be stopped. The conveyor belt of production of abomination needs to come to a halt. Like they have there's a saying called "stop the press." I believe it's like within like newspapers back in the day where they would stop the press because of misinformation. Well, what people need to realize is the lifestyle of Babylon needs to be stopped because you are misinformed how you're supposed to conduct yourself in life. There's no moral value here. That's what makes it abominable. It's repulsive to the point to where now it's becoming hated. Okay, let's see. Verse 20, it says, John 3:20, for everyone evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest reprove. See, so they don't want to come to the light. They don't want the understanding because ultimately they don't want their deeds to be reproved because Babylon allows them to continue in those wicked deeds. And it's a spirit, brother. I got Hosea 4. I'm going to go to that. That's the Holy Spirit. Right. So let's go. And so we're going to take that as time to go into that. So let's finish this real quick. It says back in Rev 17, it says, I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet beast. She's sitting upon it because this is what supports Babylon is the NATO and the EU. This is how it got itself to where it's at today. And now there's the import exporting, there's treaties, there's deals, there's things that keep it together so it can run allies. That's why I said those that were confederate with thee. See, so she's sitting pretty now, but that you about to slide off. You about to slide off and sit in the dust. Isaiah 47. And it says the names of blasphemy, which we went into, which we're gonna go further in Hosea, is having 10 horns, right? Going back, ultimately the other Edom empires, if you will, just in a synopsis, it says, and the woman was arrayed in purple, royalty, right? This is why people wonder, purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup, right? Having a golden cup, meaning having the power to make you drink from this. All right, like in a cult. Drink, everybody drink, right? Meaning servitude. You're invoking, you're indulging, you're eating, okay, the fruit of this. Remember, we had to drink the wine, which represented Yahweh Shai's blood. So you got to drink wine to represent in your God, representing this place in your Savior, and that becomes laws, your statutes, your thought process, your morals, your evil. America has created so many evil good. When you drink that cup, you now think that the good, you now think that the evil it's giving you is good. See? And it says a golden cup in her hand. Here it is. This is what I want. Her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. That's what's in that cup, man. Okay? Abominations, filthiness, and her fornications. Meaning you can pretty much do damn near anything you want here. Whatever your mind can conspire through Satan, you can be legally allowed to do. And we're looking at the fruit of it. This is why you have your Karens. This is why you have your Jack Boys, and all these stereotypical names, because these are the demons on these people. Thug, diva, all being allowed here because that's what's in the cup. That's the abominations that's in the cup. Now, let's go real quick to Hosea, like the brother posted. And I wanted to go into. I actually was going to start with that, but the Spirit had led me to get that specific part out for Babylon. So check this out. Let's read it quick. All right. This is Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Right. This was first speaking about us. Now this is put on who? This is put on Esau, Edom. This is the land now that the Lord has a controversy. And why? It says, because there's no truth. The truth is Yahweh Shai. John 14:6. I am the way, the truth, right? And then it says, Yahweh Shai was crucified in the land of Sodom and Egypt. That's going back to the blasphemy. See, he got caught out because of the blasphemy. This is why when we see Yahweh Shai, they say what? Not my Jesus. Okay, that's why the scriptures talk about another one. Okay, because Esau Edom has created a soft-spoken, effeminate God for you to worship, to really demasculize you, to put you in a love lethargic state when he ain't got that spirit on him. Look at how all the people that's in Christianity, how they conduct themselves. Esau ain't these elite, they ain't soft spoken, hugging, loving, kissing, touching, they gun loading, rock and rolling. they with it. But they're doing that for you. They want these people to be pacified. They want these people to be conducted and carry themselves in a soft-spoken, easy going way, so they can just be rolled over. So they can just be another brick in the road to the New World Order. And it says no truth, no mercy here. And that's a lesson we could just on its own. No mercy here. The living status, the food, bed, homeless. There's no mercy here. There's no spirit of mercy here, even on a class level. The upper class looks down on the middle class looks down on the lower class, and the lower class looks down on the lower class. There was a movie, it was called what's it called? It was basically a movie where these people did an experiment where they all were put on levels, and they had a food tray, and it would start from the top and work its way down, and you could take whatever food you wanted. So by the time it got down to the bottom of the bottom, there was damn near no food left, because they weren't thinking about leaving food for the other people. That's no mercy. Okay, there's no mercy here. All right, there's no grace here. There ain't no grace here. Shit, I remember when I used to, when I was younger, when I used to go to work, you had a grace period. You come 15 minutes late. Now you can get fired for not even showing up right on time. When you look at like rent, bills, they charge you double. There's no mercy here. There's no compassion here. See, it's just filled with abomination. That's abominable, man. He that shew no mercy shall receive no mercy. And it says, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land. Right, there is no knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Shai in this land. But there's knowledge of Satan. There's knowledge of Wiccan. There's knowledge of fornication. There's knowledge of porn. All this stuff. All this stuff, man. They got all type. They go deep in numerology. They go deep in astrology. They can go deep in Baal Barith, or Beelzebub. They got libraries full of that. But then when it comes to the Bible, the most they'll give you is Edomite breakdowns. It's abominable, and this place is filled with nothing but abomination. It needs to be a besom. It needs to be cleaned. It needs to be swept off the faith. I might end it on that in Isaiah. And it says, by swearing and lying. Oh, and lying. That's one big thing for me, man, is the no morals here. No morals, no manners. People are rude, inconsiderate. All right. Everybody's our individual self. And when you are just for individual, that creates covetousness, no compassion, no mercy. Okay. Because everybody's looking for self-gain. This is the standard in Babylon today, 2022, is a complete abomination to Yahweh Shem Shai, even on the religious aspect, And it says, look at this. It says, and killing and stealing, human traffic. I'll go the water, brother. The water. I'm Lord's one. I'm gonna end it on that. There's so much I want to talk about with each one of these words, but I don't want to make this too long. But I mean, that's why it says her sins have reached unto heaven. Each one of these accounts, all right, or brought forth statements against this place is a lesson. The stealing, the lying, the killing. Look at this, and committing adultery, spiritually and physically, man. And I want to say that adultery demon is rampant in Babylon. It's rampant here, man. The things that I've seen in these last days pertaining to the relationship of a woman and a man and adultery is disgusting. Okay, and they will be judged. You will be judged for this. These people. This is why there's certain things, all right, that are increasing when it comes to your body when you have sex. You brothers know what I mean. The S to the T. You brothers know. So, hey, man, these people are getting their fruit. They're getting their fruit. So with us being holy, with us conducting ourselves and carrying ourselves in a different manner, hey, let them be filled. The great cleaning is coming. A great cleaning is coming to earth, man. And these dirty vessels are going to be cleaned up. And it says, adultery, they break out and blood touches blood, right? And that's a big thing, the evil eye towards thy brother. So the quote unquote black on black crime, black on brown crime, that's an issue. And Esau has all these platforms, all these avenues, all this money, all this information, and he's done nothing to stop that. He's done nothing to stop gang violence. He actually has made a career off of it. You know, they're not trying to stop it. They're just waiting to who they can arrest. They're not trying to stop it. They're just waiting for someone to arrest so it can keep them in power. See, as long as Jake is being wicked, Esau has a job. If all Jake were to now the scripture says it, but we know according to prophecy it's not going to happen. But if all Jake turn from their wickedness, Esau will be out of a job. The weave, all right, the blunts, shit, liquor. I mean, you know, we still drink, you know, but the like I'm saying, like the nasty cheap shit, like, you know, the St. Ives. I don't even know if that's still out, but like the Old English, you know, all this terrible beer and cheap liquor that Jake gets into because of their low estate, they would stop buying it. That reminds me of the movie. If Black People Left Earth, I think it was something like that, where the so-called aliens came, the chariots came, and they wanted to take all the melanated people, and you had like Newports and Timberland. They were all like, yo, if they leave, we'll be out of business. See, Esau makes money off of our curses. Esau makes money in Babylon off this cursed culture, off these cursed people. See? So that's an issue, all right? That's an issue. And it says, therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. The mirth is gone. And it says, with the beasts of the field and with the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. See, so we're getting ready to see a taking take place. Okay. So I thought I heard something. We're getting ready to witness a great taking take place. So let's get a couple more. Let me get this. This is Proverbs 28. Let's grab this real quick. You know, in these last days, you know, it's crazy. In these last days, you can't even be give me a minute. Well, we had changed locations, so we're in a new spot right now. So, you know, still getting used to our surroundings. That's a lot for that. Let's read this. This is Proverbs 28 and 4. You know, but I was saying in these last days, it's heavy that your beliefs have to be in secret. You know, your belief in Yahweh Shema Shai is, you know, we have to hide it here because it's so wicked, you know. So let's read this real quick. I'm about to wrap this up. Proverbs 28 and 4, it says, they that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. See, that's the spirit. So if we were to be completely open on a day-to-day, how we think and feel and what we believe, it would be a constant issue. It would be a constant issue here. See, so this is why we're able to do, you know, in the spirit, do our lessons, and then we carry and conduct ourselves wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Because if we were to come out, you know, in a bold manner, you know, besides camp and besides these lessons, there would be a constant issue here because it's that wicked. See, it says, I'll read it again. They that forsake the law praise the wicked. This is why Jake, you know, he likes all these little rappers, all these women. These are things praise here. Wickedness is praised here. Okay, Satan is praised here. Evil is praised here. All these things, that's the abomination that it's speaking about. It says, and it says, but such as keep the law, contend with them. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. This is why we're understanding what's going on. So we understand how to conduct ourselves, how to carry ourselves. See? It says, better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. There's a lot of wicked, rich, perverse people. Well, you see these guys, you know, and women flock. Hey, but that's fine. That's fine, because riches profit not in the day of wrath. But right now you have these people that think that because of their rich, but you're perverse. You're an adulterer. You know, you're a drug addict. You're doing all these crazy, disgusting things. You know, you live in this nasty, terrible life. You got money, so you think you're in a good estate, but really you just perverse. So Babylon has taught the world, as long as you got money, you're good. and gain godliness. And it says, whoso keepeth the law is a son, but he that is a companion, a riotous man, shameth his father. He that by usury and unjust gain increases abundance for him that will pity the poor. He that turneth away even his prayers shall be abomination. It's so dirty here, all right, that even Jake's prayers, all right, are an abomination to the Lord because of what he's doing here. Okay, this place has turned Jake out so bad that even his own prayers are an abomination to Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, of course the heathens, but with our people first and foremost. The lifestyle that Jake is living now off of normality, when he prays to God and when he prays, even that's an abomination. That's how wicked this place is, where your prayers are an abomination. It's got to be judged. So let's end it off right here. Proverbs 22:2. Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. Right, but this is what they've made money off. Afflicting the poor, oppressing the poor, looking down on the poor. We're the poor. But the scriptures say the Most High has chosen the poor out of this world, rich in faith. That's what it's about, being rich in faith. He knows what we're going through. And he knows the struggle that we go through. That's why we were in Rome. We had to go to the catacombs. So right now, we're serving the Lord in secret, in quietness. I got to be quiet. I got neighbors downstairs. I can't be, you can't, but leave it to these weirdos to put a light on themselves. This is why we use wisdom, okay? The people that we deal with, they don't know what we're involved in. They don't know what we come in, but we conduct our carry selves in a right manner. And then if they ever were to find out, they say, oh, you read the Bible. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at the fruit that we possess in the spirit from the Holy Spirit learning this truth. And then look at them. Look how they conduct themselves, you see? So is it that bad that I read the Bible? Is it that bad that I believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? No, it's not. But we're not out here to force the scriptures down their throat. We're to walk and carry ourselves when we read out the scriptures in the midst of abomination, hoping that the Lord keeps a safeguard around us so we can remain righteous still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. He that's filthy, hey, let him be filthy. Go over there. We're going to stay where we got to stay at and be where we got to be at. All right? And it says, Proverbs 22:23, for the Lord will plead their cause and spoil the souls of those that spoil them. So judgment is coming. Great judgment is coming, okay? And so much that it's referred to as a besom of destruction. And I would like to get that real quick. The brother posted that, okay? So let's see, right here. Let me see what the one the brother posted. Just give me a second. A lot of precepts. Brothers out there, you sisters, get these precepts. Okay, that's the one. Yes, 14:23. Okay. So read that. There's a good one in Isaiah 24. Get the initial point. All right, so this is Isaiah 14 and 22. It says, I started 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. A lot of iniquity. And they're reliving the iniquity of their fathers now. Okay. And it says, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. See, so this place, this abomination is filth, it's dirt, it's filthy. So the Lord is going to use, all right, the smith that bloweth the coals, all right, the warheads, in their heads they do hurt. He's going to use that to clean up Babylon the Abominable. This place is about to be cleaned up, man. Okay? It's going to be swept off the mat. You know how you sweep something up? Well, that's what the prophecy says. In these last days, through the third woe, this place will be swept off the mat, So I'm just going to end it there. I pray to you, brothers and few sisters, that you were edifying and exhorting in the spirit of was. And I'd like to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahar, Rachakodash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. I'd like to say peace, safety, and salutations to Lord elect, Bayath Dawadah, the house of David. And I'd also like to say Shalak, Mashapayim, Al Babal, Babu Kasha. With that being said, Shalom.